We in the office.
Just say it how you feel.
Facts.
Say it how you feel.
Oh! We in the office.
Oh,
What up? What
Nigga,
up?
you could do better than that.
with
How
me?
long you been gone for? You better do better than that.
Who you talking to?
You bring that shit, man.
Nigga, that shit was
We in
harmonical.
the office.
Oh, surprise,
See, that's what I'm
surprise,
saying.
surprise, surprise.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Man, oh man. Nah, what's up, man? Hey, welcome back to Say It How You Feel. I'm one of your hosts, Say.
I'm free.
And I am Mo, and I know y'all missed us. We missed y'all. I don't want to hear that it bitch. Life has been lifing. But, you know, here we are. All three of us, the trio, back in action. Feels good, you know. And
Pause.
guess what? Guess what else? Guess what the fuck else? The whole reason
What's
for this occasion.
Mm.
It's the 3-year anniversary. Say how you feel.
There you go. 333, triple threes. There you go.
Whooping. That's a magic number
There you
there,
go.
sir.
It is.
The
Ain't that
answer
the
and the
number of change?
question.
Interesting. But listen, as Mo said, it's been a while. But, you know, we're going to get back into the swing of things, man. We're going to get back to the swing of things. We're going to lead y'all off right, bring in the new year with some laughs and some of your favorite people you love to see. And you know what's funny? I've been seeing a lot of people asking about us, man. A lot of fucking people, which makes me believe. What are y'all niggas doing? Y'all ain't watching them videos all the way through and through because y'all damn sure watching, but y'all ain't watching. So what's going on over there? Huh? You watching, but you ain't watching. But hey, I guess they just listening more than they looking, right? Okay.
It's definitely it's one of those things where you just throw it on and do some laundry or some shit. You know what I'm saying? You
That
throw
ass,
it on and just
right?
about to
These
go
niggas
for a
on
walk.
again? Okay, skip. But it's okay. Nah, we here, man. We bringing y'all some fire. We can bring y'all some fire, man. And you know, it took a lot. It took a lot for us to get this together, right? We'll give y'all a little backstory about what's been going on. You know, as you can imagine, all of us are busy. And you know, things happen. Life comes at you fast. A lot of things happen. And we get, I don't want to say distracted, but we get preoccupied with other things that take priority in life. And unfortunately, the podcast had slipped. You know, it happens. It happens to the best of us.
Yeah, man. Yep.
And it is what it is.
Because life
You
be
know?
life. And like I said, man, you know, priorities. You get, you know, a new job. You get, you know, career change. You get a new baby. You get,
Yeah, you know?
all kind of wild shit happens in life,
Yeah.
you know?
Simultaneously, all three of us at one time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just happens, you know? Things just
Sometimes,
happen.
yeah. Life has a funny way of translating this its message. You know what I mean? But you know, you had to sometimes in life you gotta adjust your priorities. You gotta move things around, kind of like musical chairs. But
That's
you know,
right.
you just
That's
gotta
right.
make sure you check all those boxes. But we back at it.
It's like
That's
Jenga,
right.
you know? It's like
It
Jenga.
is
You
like
pull a
Jenga.
piece and
Yo,
put a
that's a
piece.
great
you know?
analogy.
That's right.
Come on,
But you
man.
know what
analogy.
happened to us? The pieces just fell, nigga. And it took us a while to put them pieces back. It was more like, do you want to play this game anymore? But here we are. We're playing Jenga, right? And we
play
like
the
this shit.
game to win the game.
Well, yeah. So
Yeah.
listen, today's topic is going to be a free range of topics that have been happening throughout the year. And as you guys can imagine, it has been a crazy fucking year. Last time I remember us talking was the submersible, but we're so
Yeah.
far past that. You know what I'm saying? So far gone. But there's a
Wait,
lot of
hold
crazy
up.
shit that's been
Just
happening.
to touch back
Yes.
on that, which we called, them niggas was dead. Like we knew it.
Oh, yes, we did.
Yeah.
It was over.
You know,
That's a
most
fact.
times that we call something this show, it happens that way.
Even
So,
beforehand, boy, come on, man. If one of us get the lotto numbers together, this could be
fucking multi-millionaire, right?
Come on, bro.
Multi-millions.
Come on.
You right. You ain't wrong. You ain't never lied. But yes, we did call it. Them niggas was dead. Them niggas been dead. Even when we was recording the episode, they was gone.
Dead
But
as fuck.
okay.
Splat.
But
And
you know what's
you
funny?
would think
ahead.
that would be the highlight of the year. Like, man, that's something that's just so outlandish. You don't hear shit like that every
It's
day.
not.
But
No.
surprise,
But
wait,
there's more.
It's not even the fun. I know what the focal point of this year is, at least in my opinion. But we'll get to that. But you know, it's funny because I was gonna say, isn't it an interesting thing? They knew those guys were dead, for
they knew.
days before they let the media drag on, and they hide the Epstein list, which is supposed to come on the first, and then they do all these different things, and you know what I'm saying? Isn't that weird how they just knew something was up? And
look over here. Hey, see that? You see
Yeah.
that? Look over there. Go ahead, do that shit. Push him. Yeah, hey,
Right,
look over here.
Crazy. But yeah,
that's exactly what it is.
but anyway, moving on. Bigger and better things, right? So what is some of the craziest shit y'all seen happen this year in its entirety? Like the stupidest, craziest shit you've seen. I got some. But I'll let y'all go
are we
first.
talking like on like global news,
Period.
or are we
On
talking
a period
about
note. Standing on business. Craziest shit you've seen.
I think one of the biggest developments of this year that still kind of left me a little bit hanging a little bit. They blew up and touched on, and then now it's like, okay, so what's the next news? Is aliens and the disclosure. Like that shit was hot than a motherfucker for a little bit, which asks, you know, what were you distracting us from for that to be such global news? And what's our next developments? Like, what the fuck happened? All I know is there was a press conference one day, and there was some dudes talking, and then after that, it was like
crickets.
Yep. So what's up? We gonna see some Area 51 type shit. We gonna meet an alien. Like, what's happening? You know what I'm saying? Because
right.
I don't like the way you just left me hanging there. You know, that's just
shit.
me.
You may get your answer in the weeks to come. Who knows, right?
Big facts.
For real, for real.
Yeah,
I'll tell you this. I seen some shit just yesterday. They had 5 spheres in Florida.
Oh yeah.
Flying by, and they had a military escort.
That's old video.
Helos.
That's old video.
Oh, yeah. That's
I
crazy.
seen that. a couple months ago. Yeah, that was a bunch of saucers, all black saucers. You couldn't really see any color on them, and then they were followed by military escort. Also, you know, the outbreak of motherfuckers not being real. You know, the bitch on the airplane when she seen Buddy in the back. We still don't know what the fuck she seen. I don't know. I don't know.
You really think she saw something, bro?
Bro, hell yeah, I think she saw something.
She
At the perfect time, we talking all this UFO alien shit, and this bitch have a freak out on the airplane.
Yeah.
Don't nobody know who the nigga was.
Yo,
Freak,
no what you thought she saw? What you thought she saw?
I mean, I can't put a finger on what she saw, but I mean, it's definitely enough to make a scene. Anybody in their right mind, I think anybody in their right mind don't want to be that person to make a scene, especially in the airport.
It's not real.
Yeah. I mean, you can tell. I think like her body language and all, like, and what she was saying, it came off genuine. Either that, or you know, she's a really good actor.
Listen, she's a white devil. She has a history of acting, right?
Damn.
And playing.
Shit.
Yeah, a history of acting and playing. And I don't know her personally, but I did see the follow-up video, right? Not to shit on what you say, but I did see the follow-up video. And
the bitch didn't seem too concerned.
She couldn't even say what the fuck she saw. She just said, you know, it was weird, and that she was talking about her aftermath. She still didn't explain what she saw. She didn't say what was so weird about it.
That she wasn't supposed to, like, she was approached by some people
when she got off. She did say that, but she didn't say what she saw. So that leads me to believe, what did you see? Why can't you talk about it? Listen, we're in the day and age of exposing, and there's a lot of shit that's coming to light. Even shit that we've said about on this show that's coming to light. Exposing. A lot of it fucking exposing, right? Biggest offender. I mean, we don't have to get into it right now, but the one thing that I personally feel like that has rocked me to my core and has really been like, had me like, oh shit, this is fucking crazy. And I've been studying this shit 6 times, not 6 hours, but like, let's say 3 hours a day for the last 60 days, even before this shit came out, was this fucking industry. Part of the reason why I kind of was like wanted to step away from the show, to be honest with you, this industry and what's going on.
Did somebody come to you, try to get you to sell your soul, brother?
Won't say that, but I will say this. I'll say there's been a lot of things that I've been seeing, and I started connecting dots. And then the shit that really solidified everything for me was this whole Diddy shit. Diddy, Puff Daddy, that whole fucking thing with Diddy, Puff Daddy, Cassie, everybody, bro. When I talk about everybody,
yeah, man,
everybody,
that shit goes
to me.
Yeah, I think it goes pretty deep, and we're talking what 20 plus years.
3 decades, bro. 30 years, bro.
Yeah, man. Bad boy. They just had their 30th. They just had their 30th anniversary not too long ago, didn't they?
Yeah.
That's
You
30.
knew
That's
when
30
I
years of
knew
dirt.
Diddy was on some real straight weirdo shit. Like it's been a while. Like he'd always been super sus. But when he was on the Drink Champs podcast and
Yes.
kept calling that
Daddy.
man daddy.
Daddy.
Let me see what's up
Yes.
underneath that, daddy. Oh, yeah, I like when
Yes.
you talk like that, daddy. I was like, this nigga is gay. Gay, gay,
Yes.
gay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Apparently
I
they
think
all are.
I
There's nothing
always
wrong with
have,
that, by the way. Nothing
yeah,
wrong.
No,
yeah,
it's
there ain't
just
nothing wrong
the
with it.
lying
Your
fact
truth.
of it.
But if
The
it's
hating fact of it.
yeah, if there's manipulation involved with it and like you're using that to your advantage to like, get over on people, I think that's foul. But I didn't know about all like the sexuality and whatnot. I just knew that he was a shifty person. When you look at the entire history of Bad
The
Boy,
way he do
there's
business.
not there's not one artist that got away. There's only one artist that got away, and it's somewhat, I wouldn't say somewhat, but it is successful. That's Mace.
That's
Yeah.
Mace.
Everybody else is either dead, in jail,
Yeah, he
or
killed
they're like
everybody.
completely like homeless or broke. Yeah, it's
He
wild.
made everybody else disappear. And as I've been like looking into the story and I've been like reading and researching and looking at court documents and cases filed and
Bro
what's
got a
public
whole
knowledge.
motherfucking conspiracy board with the red yarn, all of that shit. He sent me a picture of it
Possibly.
earlier.
Wow.
Possibly. But as I've been like spending time looking at this certain things, right? I started saying to myself, okay, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. If this is the cost of doing business, right? How many people do we know and idolize or look at that have paid that price of business? And then you look at those who have not paid that price. I'll give you a good example. Perfect example. Mo, you do comedy. I know we had a conversation about Cat Williams. You said, yo, I don't like that nigga. For whatever reason, you said he's
Who said
he's
that?
gimmicky. You said that, nigga. You said that.
When?
You said you feel like Cat Williams is gimmicky.
When?
I said that.
You no, that was that nigga right there. That nigga that says
When?
MOA. Yes, that's you.
Pull
You
the
said that,
footage
Mo.
that I
That was
said that
me.
Cat Williams was gimmicky.
You said like his
No,
person.
yo,
I mean,
Mo
maybe
loves
I'm
Cat Williams. I think
Huh?
that
I
was
ain't gonna
me.
go as far as to say I love Cat Williams, but
okay.
gimmicky? I don't think those words ever came out of my mouth.
Okay, I don't want to
think
go
that's
any
something that I said. I take ownership on that.
Mhm.
And
It
that
wasn't
was
you
just
though. I know it
reverting
wasn't
back to
because I could
Huh?
tell you what he said verbatim. But
Go ahead. What did I say?
what you said was that whole pimp shit was not real. You said that the pimp dialogue he has, that pimp persona that he developed was not genuine, was not real, and was a gimmick that he does. You know what I'm saying? There's no shot to Cat Williams. So I'm gonna get to my point in a minute, but that's what you stated. And
I did say
maybe
that.
that was my bad for.
I did say that. I did
as
say
saying
that
you
because
don't
I
like
remember
him.
I've
Yeah.
heard and from other comedians that have been in the game for a long time that originally he was the Cat in the Hat. You know what I'm saying? He was kind of a goofball. He didn't have the front teeth, you know what I'm saying? And then once Friday After Next came around, that's when the pimp aspect of his whole pimping, you know what I'm saying? That's where all of that
Persona.
shit came from. So yeah,
Yeah.
it was a persona for sure.
Got you. Okay. Okay. So I wasn't far off.
Yeah, you
But
weren't far off.
my bad for saying you don't like Cat.
Yeah, I
You
love
didn't
Cat
say
Williams.
that. Okay, well look, so we're good. We're all on the same page. I love Cat Williams, not like that, but like a brother that spits some knowledge and he's funny, right?
Yeah.
So with that being said, even looking into like we're not gonna call it downfall. We're gonna call his time to shine, and then when he fell from grace, we'll say, I didn't know, and I learned this the other day, and this came out of his mouth when he did that special, right? I forgot. Is it Pimp Chronicles? I don't know if it's Pimp Chronicles. It's the
Pimp
one
Chronicles
where
Part 1 when he in the green suit.
yes, when he did that, there's a part in there where he talks about the parties. We're going to refer to them as the parties. When he talks about the parties, he mentions that, there's some things happening at these parties and he sees his old teacher or I'm paraphrasing, somebody that he knew and he made a joke about it. Well, the powers that be did not like that. And from that particular comedy special, they have collectively and efficiently fucked up his life every time after. I think he said he's been arrested 27 times with no convictions. No convictions, bro. Been arrested 27 times and has not been convicted once. And he said that out of his own mouth. He said, listen, the Illuminati is very real and I respect them a lot more these days. I don't fuck with them. I understand. I respect them. And now, since I have a deeper respect and understanding for them, I do not fuck with them. And that's coming out of his mouth. And he explained, though, he was telling their secrets. And some of the things he was saying was about these parties. So again, when I come back and I sit back and I connect the dots and I see things and I'm like, okay, I'm not saying I'm the smartest person in the world. I'm not saying I know everything, but I will say this. If I'm following consistency and I see a consistent trend of certain people reaching heights that doesn't make any sense to me and almost an overnight success, you have to kind of ask yourself, what is the price of doing business? Why is it that everyone's afraid to talk about these things, including myself at times? I'm like, I don't think I want to talk about those certain things because it's like, why? Right. And you just really never know who they're going to use, when they're going to use them, how they're going to use them. No matter how small or how big, you just never know. These are people that have unlimited resources to do whatever the fuck they want to do. And I think we're finally seeing that with this whole Diddy thing. So then I
But it
even start
makes.
to go down. Sorry, okay.
I'm sorry. Go. No. You on the roll right now. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, then I even start going online to like some of my favorite artists. You guys know I love The Weeknd. I fuck with The Weeknd. But even when I was
That
watching his
demonic
show,
motherfucker.
I'm glad you said that. Even when I was watching his show, he doesn't do interviews. He doesn't do parties. He doesn't do anything. That nigga's very private. Now I start to understand why. Let's think about this. His last feature he ever did was for who? Diddy on that album, Another Me, right? If I'm not mistaken, that's the song. That's the correct name of the song. So he does this feature. He always said, yeah, it was a Bad Boy song. It's Diddy. We already know Diddy's name is fucking done, right? And it's to me, I'm like, that's weird. Diddy, out of all the people in the world, the last feature should have went to Drake. Y'all both from Canada. Everybody knows y'all don't miss when y'all do a song. That would have been the ultimate feature of the century. Well, not the century, but the decade at least. Why give it to Diddy? Who the fuck is
But
Diddy?
he gonna do more features because J. Cole said he wasn't doing no features. And then next thing you know, this nigga went on a motherfucking run still consistently.
I think when my boy says something, he means it. That's all I'm gonna say. I believe that, right? I'm just being honest. I believe that. I think he's gonna stand by it. And because right now he's at the point in his career, which I'm getting to my point, where he's like on like that Prince level, almost that Michael Jackson level, almost there. He's almost there. He's missing a lot though. He doesn't have it all. But again, he did an interview, something he never does. Getting back to my point. And in the interview, if you ever watched The Idol, I know a lot of people hated it, but I saw a lot of symbolism in it, right? And of course, I'm a fan. He says in the interview, if I didn't have certain people around me, I would have made poor choices like the star of the show. The star of the show, the girl's name was Jocelyn, played by Lily Rose Depp, Johnny Depp's daughter, right? And in the show, if you watch it, there's a lot, not sexual assault, but there's a lot of like being taken advantage of sexually, if that makes sense, right? A lot of that plays on. And I'm like, yo, what woman? So I kept saying to myself, I even told my girl, I'm like, what woman would sit here and take advantage of him? It wasn't clicking. It was a man.
It was gonna be.
It never clicked to me. It was a man. And then after this Diddy shit, and I started going back and watching the interview and watching to what he was saying, I was like, yo, look where he's at right now, career-wise. Selling out stadiums, $1 billion streams, diamond, quadruple platinum. He's unstoppable, right? But what did he have to do to get there? I was like, damn. And I started thinking about everybody that I know who's successful and what they're saying and some of the things they're saying. It's starting to click, bro. It's not just Diddy. It's everybody.
Yeah.
But who's paying these prices?
Which makes me think, well, yeah, ultimately, yeah, the artist. But it makes me think like Diddy was at that level of untouchable. He had unlimited resources, like you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's within that inner circle. What did he do? And he's protected, right?
Yeah.
Like he's gotten away with it for 30 years. Why now?
Right.
What did he do?
Because people get tired of this shit, man.
No,
you get tired of the victim shit. And on top of that, like one of the big things is we were talking about his influence and how long he been in this and why it took this long. He been doing and saying suspect shit for a long ass time. One thing that keeps popping up on my TikTok is him and Justin Bieber when he had Justin Bieber for the day. That's fucking weird, bro. No matter how you cut this shit. Him talking about him and Usher fucking wrestling in the bed over fucking Frosted Flakes. Like, nigga, what the fuck are we talking about, Diddy?
Right.
Just like Kevin Hart said in that video, nigga, what the fuck are you saying, Diddy?
Right.
Wait a minute.
And
wait a minute. Are you talking about the video where he was like on the edge of a bed or a couch or something like that, and he was like,
Yes,
Diddy
yes.
was
Don't sit
drunk
on the
and he
bed.
said
Yes, with the Kevin Hart. Yes.
he was saying
Don't
too
sit on the
much.
bed.
Okay,
And Kevin
okay.
was like, I wasn't planning to. Yeah. That video.
He was,
But I'm gonna
That
answer your
was
question, Free,
that
because
was
you asked a
awkward.
question. I'm gonna answer it.
Yeah.
And I just had this information from a private source a couple minutes ago. They was in my house. We was chilling, right? A person who worked in the alcohol industry, a person who knows what goes on, right? Do you want to know what he did? And I
What?
probably shouldn't be talking about this. I may have to cut this, but if I don't, fuck it. He pissed off Diageo, right? I think Diageo is an alcohol company. I don't even think I know. They're an alcohol company, right?
Was that the
With
one that he had a lawsuit with?
correct. Now, you're not pissing off just regular money. You're pissing off
Stakeholders.
billions, right? You're listen, alcohol money doesn't just reach the United States. It reaches it's foreign money. That money
Yeah.
is never ending. The money they make from that is never ending. So the fact that you
Well,
went
shareholders, I mean, that's
I'm-
stakeholders.
no,
shareholders.
we even
that's
talk
we're
about
talking global
beyond that.
control money. We
Exactly.
talking about that money that
But
you
for that
makes
company though,
things
like
the
think
money
about
that changes
everyone
the
else
world money,
within
like
that.
exactly.
like the
Well-
reason why we have alcohol commercials money.
Yeah.
You know, we talk
Yes.
about prohibition money. We talking
Yes.
all along.
a lot of
Trillions of
powerful
dollars.
people that are associated with that.
Yes.
Right. That's what that's what I meant. But
Yes. That's
correct.
why. That's why all this is happening.
That makes sense.
I
though.
shit you not.
That
I
makes sense.
shit you not, bro.
What'd he
Look at
do?
it. That's why this is happening. That person, once they explained it to me, this was a couple weeks ago, they explained it to me. They said, "Oh, I know why that's happening." Think about that for a second. You're one of the most protected people on the planet. Why the fuck would that? Why would they let this happen to you? And don't tell me he didn't know, because he knew. I watched videos of like how his last outing. You listen, TikTok, phenomenal tool.
That fucking
It can
white
be a weapon.
talking about the all white party.
No, it could be.
Oh.
Listen, TikTok could be a weapon, or it can be one of your greatest tools. Look at TikTok. Look at his last outing. What he was doing, how he looked. He looked nervous, unrattled. He was sitting there shaking, having a drink. I think a day or two before that Cassie shit came out. He knew. Everybody knew. He knew for sure. And I'm not saying that settling is an admission of guilt. I would never say that, right? But I will say the
Boy, he settled
evidence
quick, didn't he?
settled
He
less than
settled
24
very
hours.
quick.
He settled
Yeah,
quick
less
to the
than 24 hours,
motherfucker.
and then
And apparently,
everything else.
allegedly, she got 100 million. All she wanted was 50.
I believe it. I believe it.
Yeah.
But like once the public see that you settled within less than 24 hours, think about it. Everyone else you fucked over in the last 30 years. They're about to
Oh,
Bill
I need some
Cosby
of
you,
that
bro.
too.
That's
Shit.
right.
I'm gonna need some of that too. And you just open up the floodgate. Now you're gonna have to now you open up the can of worms now, bro. You fuck.
You know what makes Cassie so different from everybody else from what I was looking at? The amount of evidence is overwhelming, right?
Mhm.
Everyone else he's fighting it, right? But the amount of evidence she has is overwhelming, right?
Right.
And she was very strategic in what she did and how she did it, which is another thing, right? She was playing chess. She was playing chess on a different level. Everybody else, they may think it's a money grab, but you got to understand that. Don't forget, there's still one of the most powerful men on the planet, right?
Mhm.
And death is not off the table. This nigga will kill anybody. He got to kill, right?
This
But
nigga
there's
blew
certain
up
things.
somebody's car in their driveway. Who was it? Wale?
That was
No,
his ex-wife's boyfriend at the time.
Kid Cudi.
Oh no,
Kid
he
Cudi.
shot him.
Kid
yeah.
Cudi. He blew
Kid
up Kid
Cudi, yeah,
Cudi's
blew up
car.
his car. Yeah, sorry,
He hung Wale off of a balcony.
he did for being in the
What?
studio with her in private. Yes, I saw that interview.
For being
He
alone
hung
with
him-
Cassie in the studio.
He hung Wale
Go ahead,
off
say
a
it.
balcony.
That's right. Shoes came off and all, hanging this nigga by his feet. That's right. Want to know why?
For what?
Cassie had told him she was going to do music with Wale. Diddy had her followed, of course, phone tapped, all this shit. But he was under the impression that they were going to do music, that they were going to send each other the music, not physically be in the studio together. So Wale had his boys come through and they were working. And his boy said, yo, honestly, from the time she got to the studio to the time that Diddy got there, they were working, like no weird shit. There was no funny business, no flirting. And Wale, he even had like prepped his boy, like, yo, listen, this nigga is extremely territorial with Cassie. Don't talk to her. No funny shit. This is straight business. So when Diddy walks in, the guy didn't know who he was until he saw him. And he's like, oh, that's Diddy. And then he immediately snapped. He told Wale, I'm going to talk to you over here in the room. So they go in the back room, which then has a balcony, right? They said
And they heard a bunch of tussling and shit.
yes, furniture got some furniture moving around this motherfucker, right? Some furniture was moving. They heard a lot of thumping and shit. And then next thing you know, the bodyguard was in there with him. Don't know how he got in there, but next thing you know, the door opened. They cracked the door open. This nigga Wale hanging by his feet off the balcony. Yes. And that's just one of the many stories that we heard from this nigga.
God damn.
Yeah, man.
Now, again, right? I can sit here and talk about this for hours, but I don't want to. I will say this though: the reason why I'm starting to believe a lot of this shit that's been happening, and I'm starting to associate a lot of stuff that goes on with it, because there's an interview that happened back in 2017 of this guy who was arrested. I believe I'm paraphrasing here, but he was arrested by the feds for, I think, he was planning an attack, like a mass shooting or some shit, and he was spilling all the tea in terms of the Illuminati, Diddy being Diddy's sex slave, fucking Cassie, and then having Diddy masturbate to it.
Talking
All
about
types
that
of
white
crazy
dude?
shit. Yeah, the I think he's Albanian or some shit, Romanian.
Yeah.
Yes, him. And everything he said is 100% in Cassie's document. Talking about drug dealers moving drugs by the keys in their private jets. That's how they're doing it. And then and then he even talked about liquid cocaine. Now, we were all law enforcement. You know, liquid cocaine and heroin looks like tequila, has that coloration of tequila in it, and you can put it in an alcohol bottle. You'll never know. So that's just me. I'm like, bro, it makes sense. These niggas talking. They still talking about drugs. Who's still talking about drugs? Moving keys and shit. It makes sense. And these guys are the same guys jet hopping. Like, all this shit is connecting, bro. And you're not going to tell me, a person who's a pragmatic thinker, that this is not what they're not telling you what the fuck they're doing. You can't.
Right.
Yeah, man.
You gotta know.
It's crazy. Crazy,
that's
crazy,
I'm done.
crazy.
I'm done.
And,
Moving on.
bro, you be doing your homework on this shit. God,
Yeah,
I'm-
man,
nigga,
he's deep. I
listen.
told you he got the whole conspiracy board.
This shit, wow. I ain't losing no sleep over this shit. I'm just like, whatever.
So,
yeah,
that was a wild ass way to, because who the fuck had that on their fucking 2023 bingo?
Yeah,
You
I
know,
wouldn't have.
I sure as
I
fuck
wouldn't have called
didn't.
this.
you
out.
didn't?
I wouldn't
didn't
have
know.
called this out. Man, I
What?
knew that he was dirty, but like I didn't know this shit would come out like this.
Like
in
this.
fashion.
Yeah. Me either. Yeah, I knew he
Yeah,
was
yeah.
wild.
Yeah, I knew he
But-
was wild, but I didn't know he was this wild. It's crazy. And
Yeah,
like all this shit that
bad
50
boy.
been consistent talking, like slandering this. I almost say slandering, but like being honest with about how he feel about Diddy. He been honest.
You know
as
why,
like-
right?
Because he tried to take.
Because you want to take that man shopping.
He's like, yo, I think, what the fuck this nigga say to me? You know,
Yo.
50, he told, what the fuck this nigga say? This nigga say he want to take me shopping, man.
And
Yo,
then
this
not too
nigga
long
50
ago,
wild.
I seen a picture of Meek Mill and Diddy wearing matching shirts. I was like, he took that nigga shopping.
He took that nigga shopping.
Yeah.
Yo, you see? The game. I'm gonna go downstairs and clean the basement up. What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah.
French Montana, no t-shirt at his kitchen table, talking about singing his nigga happy birthday. I look at French Montana so differently now. What happened to Coke Boys, bro? What happened
I've
to
been
Bean
looking
and
at French
fucking
different. That nigga been
what?
Yeah,
Rick Ross.
I can
They
smell
say
the
that nigga's a
zest.
homosexual, A1 homosexual. Rick Ross.
Yeah, he this picture of him and Diddy kissing on the mouth, nigga.
But that's just angles. 50's making jokes about it. But somebody came out and was like, yo, this nigga Rick Ross is grade A homosexual, bro. And
Mhm.
listen, there's no problem about it.
No,
But in the
But just
same
live
breath,
your
these
truth,
niggas
bro.
turn around and bash people who are gay, and they try to hide. And the
Yeah,
thing that I have a
right,
problem with
right.
it is that they're forcing people in the industry to perform sexual acts to advance themselves. That's a predator behavior. That's A1 predator
Mhm.
behavior. It's different if you like openly gay and you like,
Not
yo,
only
hey,
there's predator behavior, but like now they got something against you. Now I
because
got
they
you.
Exactly.
reporting all of that shit.
They
Oh,
recording
it's
all
recorded.
that shit, and yeah,
you know the biggest offender that I think
Blackmail at
that
its
popped up
finest.
this week,
what's up?
and I'll end it with this. Mr. Ready? We ready? Let's see if you guys seen the video. Mr. Have you ever been swallowed?
Oh,
Have you ever been
you talking about the
swallowed
power
up?
bottom himself?
Yo,
Who?
The power
Jakes,
bottom,
bro.
TD Jakes.
TD Jakes.
Bro, when I tell you I've been under a rock, I legit been under a rock, bro.
Oh my God. I'm not
Now
even
you know
gonna sit
who
here.
else they've
Oh
been
my
talking
God.
about.
Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry. Boondocks episode. I didn't realize. I always knew when I seen that Boondocks episode, like, okay, that's
Tyler
Tyler Perry
Perry?
they're making fun of. Tyler Perry, bro.
Yes.
That he runs
Yeah.
a sex camp. When you got to audition for his movie, you got to run a
Beautiful
sex
young
camp.
men.
Yes. And you got to do sexual acts.
What?
Yo, I never thought about Tyler Perry, bro.
Me
Until
neither. I thought he was like the man that's like, yo, I'm going against the curve. Like I'm
Biggest
gonna make
offender.
my own.
private
Hell no.
offender. We do this in private. We do this on my place, my time, my terms, bitch.
Come out
Don't
here
suck
to
this dick on my
my
terms.
acres of land. Come out here to my studio.
Where no one can hear you scream. Take
Yeah.
that, take that.
Mm.
You know what
What's that
Go
TD
ahead,
shit
Jakes
sign
Tony
stands
this
for?
waiver. You ain't gonna
What's
be
that
here
shit
for a
Tony
while.
Baker would say? I never knew. I never.
Yeah.
God.
Wait, listen. This is all allegedly. This is all allegedly. This is all allegedly. We ain't nobody. We just talking shit, right? We just
Yeah,
talking.
man. We just here.
Right. No,
Just for
I would
educational
have.
purposes only.
Man, I wouldn't have thought of that. That's crazy. Holy
Nigga,
shit.
you ain't gotta
Tyler
think.
Perry?
Just read. It's right in front of you, bro. It's right in front of you. It's all in front of you. All of it.
2023 has been a wild fucking
Oh,
year,
okay.
man.
Wait. Okay.
It's
One more
been
thing.
wild.
One more thing. One more
A
thing. And I'm
wild
gonna bring
year,
this up.
dude.
I swear to God, I was thinking about this the other day. I meant to tell you, Free. You remember when we was in Philly, Free?
Yeah.
Remember we bumped to those guys that like had they knew your favorite rapper and he's an
Yeah.
underground guy. Remember?
Oh yeah, little
And-
brother.
Yes, and remember they were talking about how they're cool with all these other guys that you know, and they're underground, and that those guys were also saying, yeah, you know, he's turned down a lot of opportunities. Remember that?
Yeah.
And we went back up to the room. Remember what you're gonna say? Me and you went back up to the room, and I couldn't wrap my brain around why would someone want to turn down multi-million-dollar opportunities? Why would they want to stay underground?
If you listen to
Why-
their music, bro, they talk about that shit, and they legit got blackballed by BET in
There you go.
2005.
it clicked,
How you get blackballed by BET, bro?
and you're black.
Right, because
By,
they
you
were
know,
mocking the
swiping a
fuck out of
credit
the
card
entire
down the ass.
industry.
You know, it ain't that hard to get blackballed, brother.
I know,
True.
but it didn't register to me. And I thought, who the fuck? They're lying. Like, nobody offered. Lil Wayne didn't offer to make a song with y'all niggas. Y'all lying. They did, bro. It makes sense. It's like
Mhm.
these are people who we as a community should consider real, not these fucking fakes over
Yep.
here lying about sucking dick, right? Or lying about doing these things. If y'all gonna do it, just come out and say it. Nobody gives a fuck either way. This Epstein list is about to drop. Nothing's gonna change.
You see,
Nobody's gonna
I
care.
would say you see 8
Nothing gonna
folks
change.
then already got pardoned from that shit. They're not going.
Right.
Their name not
Seven.
gonna be on the
And
list.
they're minors, from what I heard. They are minors, and that's why they're being pardoned. That's what I heard. That was the reason why they were being pardoned. 7, because they're minors.
Minors now.
I don't know. That's what I
would say,
read.
'cause Epstein was
I know.
Epstein that was a couple years ago, wasn't it? Like
I know.
3-4
I'm
years
just telling
ago.
you I'm just telling you what I saw. They're minors or were minors. Yes. So that's all I know. But yes,
I don't know,
nothing's gonna change, bro.
sound, that sounds suspect.
Don't be
I don't know.
suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Suspicious. Don't be.
Hey man, that's what it is. Yeah, man. You know, the rabbit hole runs deep with this shit, but I'm done talking about it. I'm done.
And it's just crazy how many people are intertwined in this web that are all interconnected, and it's sick shit. It's a sick ass world we live in, and it's crazy as fuck that this is one of the industries that I really want to get into. Like, do I really want to? I don't know. I don't know if
Do
I'm
you?
going to do some of the things for that special. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know if you want to do
might
something
be
strange
good,
for a little
brother.
bit of change.
that might be
Hey, man.
good, man. You
You
keep
can
that
have
Netflix
that shit,
money if
man.
it come with a dick attached to it. Thanks,
Fuck
no
it.
thanks.
Fuck the
Appreciate you.
movies. Fuck all that shit. I'm cool, man. I'm cool off that nonsense, bro.
Yep.
I'm cool off that
Fun stuff.
nonsense. But
That's
yeah,
a fact.
Fun stuff. So, other things that have been quite shocking here in 2023 is who would have had all out war on the table. We had Russia and Ukraine. You know that
You
shit was
talking
wild.
about war or you talking about a genocide?
We talking about a
Genocide.
full on genocide, committing war crimes and all.
talking about ICRL. That's what you talking about.
This is
ICRL?
crazy to me that nobody. You know, it's just like,
it's-
hey, you guys
know
go ahead and
why
do your
nobody-
thing.
You know why nobody's talking about it? Because no one can talk about it. That's why. It's a suppression of
wildest
freedom
shit.
of speech.
It's
Wow,
called
can't even talk about it.
control.
I can't even say their name.
Nope.
And if
Yeah.
you even, and it's funny, it's fucked up because if you say any other country with any other prediction, any other comment, boom. But the moment you say some shit like that, it's anti-Semitic. You know what else
Or,
is
I was-
anti-Semitic? Suck my That's
Just
anti-Semitic.
just even bringing up the culture.
Questioning anything at all. Like, I don't know
can't-
about this.
On the
can't-
back. Yo,
You
I want to
can't say
hear
shit about these motherfuckers.
honestly, bro,
Right.
like I'm not. I would listen, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna say it. What did Charleston White say? I don't like Jews, blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, dogs,
Niggas,
horses,
dogs,
cats,
cats,
Yo,
chickens, lizards.
bro, That nigga is fucking hilarious. Who
Yeah,
he is
he's funny
also
as shit.
arrested and currently detained. Remember, he's still locked up for some shit he said in a podcast about war and what's going on in war and all this other shit. Go figure.
He is a real life Boondocks character, bro.
He is, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freedom of speech suppression and
Right.
the way propaganda works is we are getting a crash course in this shit in this country. We've been getting a crash course in this shit since about 2016 or so, is when we really started to notice the propaganda chain and the way
Right.
things work. And then COVID hit and we got a real dose of propaganda then. It's like every couple of years, man, they just got to show you how powerful media is. And
Yep.
they are flipping this shit. It's crazy the way this is working out. Like it's insane the support that they have for a mass genocide, committing open war crimes, bragging about this
Right.
shit on the fucking internet,
Yep.
poisoning water, bombing churches,
Bombing
blowing up
killing
hospitals,
children.
women, children. Just it's disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know,
I got no words for it, man. Like, you know, it's become a point where, I mean, luckily we do have social media now, versus in
I
the
don't.
early, you know, because you're
You got
getting both
TikTok.
sides. Yeah, you got TikTok, but if we didn't have TikTok, we didn't have Instagram. If we didn't have people, activists that's really spreading out the truth, we wouldn't really know what's really going on. We'd be sucked right into this whole propaganda stuff. So, you know, thank goodness we have this and we're able to see different perspectives and we can see through the lies. I know
What
for
is the truth?
myself,
Exactly. What is the
what
truth?
what really
It's
is
two
the truth?
sides.
But like, yeah,
What is
of
the
course,
truth,
yeah,
man?
of course, there's two sides. But when you see, this is how I look at it. If you see videos, like graphic videos of little children being killed, and then you hear the story, the propaganda story of Hamas kidnap people. Okay, they kidnap people. You don't know that. You have no idea. They could be right under your feet. You don't even know it. But you're bombing with like a unknown place. You don't even know if the hostages are there. And that made me think, okay, it's not about the hostages. You just were reading to just go in and
yeah. You're breaking up, but
sorry.
I'll do you one better, right? I'll do you one better. You just said something right, like, oh, the hostages there.
Right.
What if there was never hostages?
Right.
What if we just want to fucking bomb this hospital so we can just decimate this city so we could just take it over like we have been doing for the last 70 years?
Just walking into people's houses with AK-47s and making them sleep in the fucking bathroom.
Or dictating what street they can come on at what time and who can come on this street. All I'm going to say is this, right? And this is all I'm going to say on this matter, particularly because it should, first of all, we're Americans. So I don't understand why the fuck Americans, whatever the fuck we say, and why they're silencing radio. I know why they're doing it, but the fact that another country has our country by the balls when it comes to saying what the fuck we want to say is mind-boggling. But I'll tell you what, people are not as stupid as they used to be. People are waking the fuck up. A lot of people are waking up. And when you air a commercial on Christmas Day begging Santa Claus to bring your daddy back because he was taken by Hamas and they came into your house and hurt your mommy, right? When they drop a commercial like that on Christmas fucking Day, right? You got to ask yourself, wait a minute. Don't y'all niggas believe in Hanukkah?
Yeah, the fuck this
Why
got
the
to do with
fuck you
Saint Nick?
asking Santa? Why are you asking Santa to bring what? Yo, I saw that commercial with my kids and I was fucking fuming. And my son was like, but why? I was like, because you don't understand. But I'm going to tell you why. And I didn't go into minute detail, but like, y'all niggas believe in Hanukkah, first of all,
Y'all
right?
niggas don't even celebrate Christmas.
Y'all don't even celebrate Christmas.
Who the fuck is writing to Santa?
How the fuck are you writing to Santa, asking Santa, who you do not believe in, right? Bro, there's levels to this manipulation and this propaganda.
I mean, I guess when you're desperate times call for desperate measures. You know
what?
I'm saying? Like,
you don't even believe in Santa, nigga. You don't even fucking believe in Santa. But you're writing to Santa, asking him to bring your daddy back, and then you got Santa crying. So sad.
Yeah, that's wild. Goddamn.
Come on, bro.
oh
How fucking, that is the biggest fucking insult to the American people. You know what's sad? There's a lot of people a lot of people who don't really know, don't take the time to think, don't sit back and understand what the fuck is going on around them.
Yep.
And they'll go, especially elderly people, and they'll go because it's on TV and say, oh my God, those poor
It's
kids.
called programming.
Bro, now you're just insulting us. Santa,
Yeah.
nigga, fucking Santa.
You gonna use the claws against us?
You don't
Come on,
even
baby.
fucking believe in him, nigga. And
Big
you
Red,
using
man.
him?
Come on, baby.
Come
It's
on,
Big
bro.
Red.
Are you fucking
It's Big
serious?
Red.
It's Big Red.
Bro,
Come on, baby.
bro.
What's
I'm
next?
done.
Who's
I'm
next?
done. I'm done. I'm gonna stand with facts. Fact remains, what they're doing is an atrocity. I don't have nothing else to say. F them. F what they're doing. Keep me the fuck out of it. And it's disgusting that America has fallen the way it has in terms of being pussy to say what the fuck we want to say as American. Anybody feels the type of way about it, this is called say how you feel, suck my and that's how I feel. Done.
Ooh, that was
Done.
spicy.
Mic
Yep.
drop. Mic
That's
drop.
it, bro. Like
Golly.
what?
God
What
damn.
the fuck did what?
Bro just blew some
Yeah.
cayenne pepper in your face.
That's crazy, bro. That's some wild shit, man. That's some wild shit. That shit is horrible. Horrible.
Yeah.
That's worse than the bombings, nigga. Because
Mm.
I'm telling you, all of our money and resources is going to them, bro.
Yep.
There's so many
Dude,
people that are
I
hungry.
saw y'all
and
can hear me,
homeless.
right? Is my
Yeah, we hear you.
my,
Yeah.
my mic? My fault. Okay.
Good.
I saw a video earlier today. A lady was breaking down the relationship between US and Israel. And she threw out the number of like how many, how much billions we give them a year. And she said, do you know they have universal health care? They have free education. They basically have everything given to them where they don't, it's the ideal desires that we want as Americans, but we don't have that at all. We got crazy medical bill, like medical rates and everything, right? When she said we are basically funding their lifestyle, like they have everything given to them. The fact that they have universal health care is wild. And you look at the suffering that we deal with, you got to have like a buku amount of money just to have decent health care.
One of the things that really kind of opened up a different world for me was I was having a conversation with somebody recently here, and we were talking about people who are taking advantage, quote unquote, of certain systems, right? So you don't need food stamps, but you're going to get food stamps, or no, you don't need this cash assistance, but you're going to get it. And I said to this person, of all the millions, billions, and trillions of dollars we send to other countries, you goddamn right, I'm gonna tell whoever the fuck to go and get whatever the fuck you can get. Because if they got the money to send over there, why the fuck shouldn't you be getting a piece of that pie as well? You know what I'm saying? You live here, you pay your motherfucking taxes. You pay your taxes for it to go over there, but then at the end of the day, you ain't got no money in your fridge. Not no money, no food in your fridge. Like, fuck that.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Get your chips.
With
Get your
dip.
motherfucking chips.
What the dip?
With dip.
Facts.
And I'm listen, I'm not I 100%, 110%. I stand with you by that because I'm like, you look at what's going on, bro. And I know we talk about ending of the world a lot. Every fucking year we talk about the end of the world. But I'm gonna be honest with you, this is the first time I personally, to my core, I believe it's coming. And I hate to say that
guys
shit.
watched some of
Yes.
the flicks that have been coming out here as of
Yeah, like
recently?
Leave the World Behind. Yeah, I watched it and I broke
Or
it
this
down.
is how
I
it
got-
ends.
I got a bunch of notes. I don't want to talk about that today though, because I can sit here and talk about it for 2 hours. But
Again,
the
this is
symbolism.
just the 2023 wrap up has been
Right.
wild. Like this past
I mean,
couple months has been like,
Too
what
much.
the fuck?
Overload.
What the fuck is going on? What does 2024 hold?
right.
Nigga,
You
I'm
never
telling
know.
you, it's never know. We know. They tell us all the time. Aliens.
This is true.
It's
aliens.
fucking a
Watch your blue
blackout.
beam.
I mean, yeah, alien solar storm that's going to knock out our technology. We're going to be going weeks. Supposedly, we're going to be going through
Years.
weeks, months, maybe years without Wi-Fi. And while that's going on, what's going to be happening?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. What you about
In
to say,
Leave
Mo?
the World Behind, we all know who the producers of this was, right?
Barack
Two of
Obama.
yes, Barack
Two
Obama,
of.
Michelle Obama.
And you,
Do you remember? Have you guys watched the movie?
I have 2
Yep.
times.
I have.
Do you remember that one part in the movie where they said the easiest way to take down
Yes.
a country
Destabilize a country. Yes.
is,
Yep, they broke that down. That was scary.
3-step
bro,
process.
like
Three
that shit
stages.
is
Yes.
that shit's insane. They
And
telling
and
you,
it
they
can
giving you
actually
the
happen.
sauce,
It
they
can
giving you the
work.
whole recipe.
Yeah.
Yep. And due to what's the universal law, basically.
Of
Universal law,
karma.
you have to, yeah,
Yes.
karma, yes, exactly. Like they have to tell you what can happen, what will happen, I guess, but they can't like tell you in plain sight. I mean, I think all three of us, we all know that. But the average person ain't going to really read in between the lines. They're just going to see that movie as, oh, it's entertainment. It's just like another Day
Yeah.
After Tomorrow type of movie.
Do you want to know? I told a bunch of people to watch that movie, right? Some of them older than me, some of them younger than me. And do you know? I say 4 out of the 5 people, only one person got it, and they were only like 10% on point. And the other 4 were like, "Oh, I hated the ending. It was trash." I said, "Bro,
You don't get
you
it.
missed the fucking point. Did you get it?" And when I
Yep.
sat there and I spent 30 minutes explaining to each person, they were so fucking rattled that they was like, "I'm going out today. I'm stocking up." My boy hit me
Gonna
the
get
other
my
day. Was like, "Yo,
gas
I got my
mask.
generator." All that shit.
Yep.
Because it's like you're not getting it, bro. Like you're not. You are the average American that would see that Christmas ad and say, "Damn, fuck Hamas." Right? Fuck Hamas. But you're missing the points, bro. You're missing the point. There's so much symbolism in that movie. It's disgusting. I couldn't sleep for 4 nights. I swear to
God
God,
damn.
I was 4 days. I was bothered by that because I'm like, bro, I watched the movie twice. I was like, bro,
Yeah, they're basically
I'm
telling you,
uncomfortable, bro.
man,
When I was done watching it, I was
exactly what
so
could happen.
uncomfortable, bro. I don't know how to explain it. I'm not super woke. I'm not. I just watching it bothered my spirit, bro. It really did. And then watching it again and then analyzing it from a person who writes movies and looks at movies and understands the key thing when you're doing editing or any type of fucking video shoots or anything, every
It's all
single
purposeful.
thing exactly. Even from the color that you wear in a movie is done intentionally. The fucking words, the way you say the words, the way you sound out the words, the way the fucking backgrounds change, everything is intentional. It sucks because you have to sit there and you have to look at that shit. But if you're not looking at every fucking detail, you're missing the point. And then you look at who is putting money behind this. Even from the music chosen in the fucking movie bothers me. There's only what 30% of black people in this country. They chose hip hop songs and black songs to reference with, trying to touch that demographic. Why? For the average
Why is
American,
that?
Julia Roberts dancing and hugging up on a black man. Why?
Right.
Why?
That was
What was the song they was dancing to? Was it?
It was
yeah, what
voice.
was
No
that?
more
Yeah,
grinding.
yeah, right. It
So
Yeah, that was
excited.
Why?
yo. I'm looking at that, scratching my head like of all songs.
That's weird, right?
Why? Yeah.
And why you
Weird.
got her dancing to this shit? That ain't nobody want to see
Weird.
them old ass,
I
rickety
never
ass hips.
I
Done
never
intentionally.
I never thought that I
intentionally.
would see Julia Roberts dancing.
Yes. I'm telling you right now, it's done intentionally, bro. And once you start to understand
Yeah.
that, you really start to become, that's not right. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Wait a
This shit is
minute.
turning into the conspiracy
It's
episode, ain't it?
not. We're going to stop saying that on this show. It is not a conspiracy anymore. I don't want to hear conspiracy anymore. You want to know why I don't want to hear conspiracy? I've been proven that a lot of what these conspiracies are saying are true. Therefore, they're no longer a conspiracy. It is just something that is now being said. It is knowledge at this point. I'm getting away with that word conspiracy. Until you can prove to me that it is not a conspiracy, I'm going to say it's the fucking truth.
He said he canceling conspiracies. You heard it first
Fuck
here on
that.
Say It How You Feel,
Done.
bitches.
Done.
We canceling
Wipe the whole
conspiracies.
catalog, retitle it. No more conspiracies. Done. Prove to me it's not real. That's my new logic. Guilty till proven innocent. Fuck that.
Hey, that's how you shut a
innocent till
motherfucker up.
proven
Real
guilty.
to me, it's not real.
That's how
They're
it's
gonna be
supposed
like,
that nigga's
It
guilty.
It don't make no sense, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I could sit here and go on and on. All I'm gonna say is this: I'm not doing this with y'all today, right? Y'all want to hear more about it? Y'all can message me and we'll talk about it. I'm not talking about it. All I'm saying this: it's extremely, extremely religious. Watch
Hey
the
man,
movie.
hey, stay tuned, bitch, because you might fuck around and see one of these pop up here. We might 2024, you might have some special for a bit. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
So be on the lookout, be ready for it.
Hey, I'm not crazy. I'm
Uh,
not
I mean,
crazy.
I would
that's what
say
most niggas that's crazy say. But leave that where it's at.
Yo,
gotcha.
Kanye, that nigga's not. Yo, you heard Cam? You heard what Cameron said? Yo,
No.
he said, yo, Kanye do that crazy shit with who he want to do that shit with. I seen that nigga 3 days before he said he was having an episode. He said, yo, Kanye is not crazy. If you listen to what this motherfucker has been saying, we did an episode
Yeah.
talking about Kanye.
Facts.
I still stand behind that nigga's crazy, but what he's saying today, all I'm gonna say is this: we did an episode about Kanye, but what he's saying today, I'm like, all right, you know what, bro? We talked about
That
you
nigga
before,
got a point.
but this nigga's he's spot on today. The other day he was saying some other shit, but today Kanye, I think he's a little more sane than he was the other day. That's all I'm gonna say. Because he like, I heard you was talking about me. Say I was, nigga, but I'm standing on business, nigga. And this last time I heard you rant, it wasn't a rant, it was more like preaching. Get that nigga Mike and take the mic from TD Jakes. You know what TD stands for, right? Take Dick Jakes. That's what that means.
Whoa.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
Yo, you saw how quick he was
Swallowed.
with the stray? God damn.
Bro.
Swallowed.
All I'm gonna say is this: that I'm not saying I know the nigga's
I don't
guilty,
know.
but that nigga guilty. He was shaking, bro. He was trembling. He was trembling. Why are you trembling, Pastor?
No, I
I
haven't seen it. You gotta send it my way. Yo, you gotta.
I'm gonna send you everything.
This an interview?
He was on. Remember, he said, I'm not gonna come on here to address a lie. And the first thing he does is address a lie. And he's trembling. He is fucking shaking.
That nigga's guilty. We should just keep putting that fucking clip from the Boondocks in here every time something happens. That nigga's guilty.
Guilty.
Order in the court. We need to deliberate. Yes. I don't need to deliberate. Hey, that nigga down. I got the rope right here.
I'm telling you, that's him, bro. But I'm done. All right, I'm done.
Right.
I promise.
All right. So we talked Diddy, as you know, a big 2023. We talked UFC. Oh, I said UFC. UFOs. One thing we did not talk about is the wildfires in Hawaii. Who would have saw that coming? And the blue
all
roofs.
Those billionaires that have all those billionaires who conveniently made sure that their properties were not burned down while the other fucking houses
umbrellas
were. And the blue umbrellas and the blue rooftops and the blue houses. All those people did definitely see that shit coming. I'm sorry.
And there were also claims of residents. Right. And there were also claims of the resident. There was also claims of the residents that they claimed that they saw laser beams come down and scorching.
Stop saying. You said allegedly.
Motherfuckers a one-time payment. No, I said $800 or some shit.
Okay, so let's stop saying claims. I have video footage. Let's stop saying claims.
That's a claim. They claim.
It's not a claim, nigga. If I see it, it's a fact. I see it. We all saying the same thing. Now I know there's editing out there.
I'm not taking away the credibility. That's what they said. Like I saw laser beams coming out.
He said he wasn't there, so he can't say whether that is what it is or whether that is what it is.
I know what he's saying, Mo. I got you. You don't have to.
He's just playing devil's advocate right now. He just giving me a hard time.
He was not playing devil's advocate. That nigga was stepping up with facts. That nigga was just.
I was not playing devil's advocate, bro. I'm just telling you.
Prosecution.
If I see it on camera, you see it on camera.
No, I saw
100 cars melting.
I saw the clip.
That nigga's guilty.
I saw the clip of the laser beam going down.
Yes.
I was like, oh shit.
In slow mo, in fast mo, in every mode. You see that shit clear as day.
Different angles on it and shit.
Everywhere. I'm telling you. All right. Cool. We'll play this game. Shutting down traffic purposely. Cool. We'll play this game. It was broken down to a science. You know the temperature you need to melt. He said melt. What was it? Titanium? Or it was titanium, right? The guy who was out there was like, you want to know the temperature you need to melt this? Then why isn't the tires burnt, but the metal's burnt? It don't make sense. The rubber would burn up 10 times faster before the titanium does.
Explain that. Is when they have the paint and you can see the layers are moving across the paints and how it burn them shits, and then it gets to the blue and
skip right over it because of the ultraviolet.
How everything around this area is burnt the fuck down, but these paper ass umbrellas, polyester umbrellas, ain't even melted, bitch.
Yep.
It's just sitting there. Thing untouched around.
Blowing in the wind.
Blowing in the wind, facts. Yeah,
I
man,
don't
that's
know, man.
crazy shit, man. That's another thing I didn't think that I would, um, will be in my 2023 chapter. But hey, here we
We
are.
And
had
they,
that on their
and then
bingo
they can't
card
go back. They can't go back home. Why not? Why not?
Oh yeah, I mean,
because
there's
it's
a lot
mine
of rich,
now.
so a
It's
lot of
mine
rich
now.
folks that exactly it was. I think well, insurance.
Insurance. It's mine now.
Yep, same thing as what 9/11. Oh,
Mm.
hmm, okay,
Mm.
all right,
You would have had
copy
that on your
that.
2023
Mm.
bingo card.
Right,
Mm.
right.
I
Hey
didn't. I
man.
didn't
The
Hey,
think
I don't
about
know
plot,
it.
nothing, man.
the plot thickens.
I'm a
Plot
conspiracy theorist. I'm
thickens.
just talking shit. I'm crazy, bro. I don't know what the fuck I'm
We
talking about.
canceling
Yeah, same
conspiracies.
here.
I know.
Conspiracies. He just a
I know.
theorist now, nigga. You just a theorist. You a fact hunter.
I'm a theorist now. I don't no no. I'm a comedian. I'm gonna do what Charleston went. I'm a comedian, bro.
Yeah.
Don't take me serious, bro.
Don't
I'm
do that.
just
Don't play with my shit
all
like
right.
that,
But that's what he
please.
says. I'm just telling you
I
what he
know
says.
he said that shit, but that
I
ain't
know.
it.
All right, all right. What am
You are
I?
not a comedian, sir. We just about to have
I don't
niggas out
know.
here claiming my gang. Like you're really banging these
Hey,
streets, nigga.
Nigga, all right, you know what? I'm just regular. I'm regular Deckler, man. I ain't nobody, man. I'm just up
You are
here
an
talking. That's
American,
it.
sir. That's what you are.
Barely,
You're an American.
barely, bro. I ain't got nothing to say, man.
So in this hiatus,
Mm.
while we've been away, one thing for me is employment switch, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
I jumped off the ledge, seeing more money someplace else, and so that's another reason why I ain't really been here because I've been around because between me still doing the comedy thing, niggas still blessed and booked in these streets, you know what I'm saying? Got a show coming up January 5th out here in Gettysburg. Hit me up, we'll drop the link. But still blessed and booked. Got a new job. And also, by the time this comes out, I'll also have some other big news. Is we got baby more #3 on the way, baby.
Mm.
#3 coming.
Congrats, man.
Hey, numero
Appreciate
tre. God damn it.
That's
So
good, man. It's fucking amazing.
it's been a good summer. It's been busy, Got hella blessings. A nigga stay blessed in these streets, Hey, stay blessed. So, it's like we've said, priorities, the way things have lined up is this mic hasn't been as important as the other mic. And that the comedy thing has been, it's been a blessing. I'm still killing shit. If you have not been out to one of my shows, please pop out because it's worth every penny. And yeah, man, that's pretty much been it, for me, other than being a dad, full-time husband in these streets, you know what I'm saying, raising these kids the right way, keeping that Doja Cat shit out my house. You know what I'm saying? Fuck Doja.
Oh my god.
Something I
That's
said.
another one. Yeah,
I
that's
stand
another
on
one. But
business
yeah,
with that one.
yes. That's probably Mission Impossible, but okay. Make that good devil music, man. You should make good devil music, man. Good music.
Goddamn, you that demonic shit. Keep the
Hey,
smut out my house.
hey, it is what it is. So that's what's up, man. That's good. That's great news, man. Great news. Shit. And my neck of the woods, man. Honestly, I'm keep it real with y'all. I just been chilling, man. Just been chilling, researching, waiting for the proper opportunity to strike. That's honestly it. Ain't much change. You know, we're a full house over here. We're a full house. All I can say.
Thinking of a master plan.
That's it, man. But honestly, yeah, not much change. I've been spending a lot of time just to I say mentally collect myself. I'm off of social media, as you know. So anyone that's probably wondering, like, yo, where the fuck did he go? No hard feelings. I just need to take a break from like a lot of shit that I was seeing. I did keep TikTok, like I said again, for like educational purposes. I did keep TikTok for like cooking videos, staying up to date with some of the news and what's, songs and shit that I'm missing. But other than that, man, I feel like I really realized that social media is very superficial, especially after my trip to Japan. I took a trip to Japan. Got a couple like about a week and a half to myself to get some days,
international
man.
say out here in these streets. Why?
It was good, man. I missed it a lot. As you can see, a nigga wearing a kimono and shit. I missed it a lot, man. I missed it a lot. But just taking I realized I need a lot more time to sit back and just get my mind in the right headspace. So being off of social media has helped. Um, spending time with the family, being more in tune with the family and their needs and what they need has helped. And I'm just waiting, man. That's the truth. I'm just enjoying what I can, preparing for what I can, and that's it. And what I can't control, I let go. That's it.
Oh boy, god damn, you dropped about 3 fire ass quotables.
Just it, man. That's
Come
the
on,
truth.
man.
I ain't nobody, man. I'm somebody, but I ain't nobody at the same time. But yeah,
Getting real
man, that's it.
philosophical in these streets.
Nah, man. Maybe I should, right? Become a professor or some shit.
Come on, man.
Hey, man. But yeah, that's it. That's it. Chilling, as they say. What about you, Free?
Yeah, man, life's been really good, man. It's been another, pivotal year for myself, aligning to what I've been wanting to be at, looking at like, I'm 35, so like I told myself a couple of years back, this is where I want to be in the next couple of years. And the past last 2 years I've made, a leap of faith and started my own business, e-commerce. And I did appreciate you. And I was doing that on top of, working Amazon, and things were getting a little shaky. And I think, that was a sign from the universe, like, you know what, this isn't for you. And it felt right to step away. And now I'm 100% focused on my business and just watching that grow over the year. And it's a roller coaster, but I feel like I'm in the right direction. It feels good. It feels good in here. So that's all that really matters. Focusing on my family, as Say said, I'm kind of off social media. I'm not really on it as much. Focusing on just getting my mind right and figuring out more about myself. And also me being a father, as soon as I figure out who I am as a person, I can guide my kids the right way.
That's a
And
bar.
appreciate you, bro. And I got number 3 on the way. It's gonna be we found out it's gonna be a girl. So
Hell yeah.
super
Come on,
excited
man.
about that.
Come on,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Daddy
Appreciate
gang,
you.
nigga.
Yeah, dad gang for sure, man. So
Oh yeah.
taking everything in stride, man, and just being grateful for everything. It's a marathon, not a race. So one day at a time.
I'll tell you what though, having kids at this age, this shit changes the game, bro.
100% it does.
I'm tired, boss. I'm
Hi,
tired.
Yes.
boss.
I'm tired.
Facts.
But
When them-
it's
When
I
them
also
kids
feel
go
like,
down, you ready? Like, you know what?
yo,
We go ahead
I'll
and
be up all
sit down
night.
and just
Yeah, that's my decompressed time, bro. I be chilling. I mean, it's not like it's nothing I can't handle, but it's like it's a huge respect for like dealing with kids on a day-to-day basis, bro. And I will say this, having kids now, I feel like I have a plethora of knowledge to deal with them, right? But it's interesting because it's the energy, it's the time, it's the patience. Kind of at this age, you're like, man, fuck this, man. I don't want to do this. But it's a part of the
Yep.
process, right? So it's very interesting, bro, having kids in your 30s than it is in your 20s. I'll tell you that right now. But have them, knock them out. I'm fucking kid advocate. Have them motherfuckers now, pop them out back to back. Do it while you can, because who the fuck wants to be 50, right? Still popping out kids. I mean,
Facts.
of course,
Facts.
if it happens, it happens. But you know what I'm saying? Like by choice, you want to give your kids the best of you, and it should be when you're younger. So I'm all about having kids at a younger age. You look back at some of the time people give to jobs and they give to other shit that don't matter anymore.
Yep.
The military. Not saying the military doesn't matter, but a lot of people give 150% to the military and give their family 10. And then at the end of the day, you're left with nothing, right?
Right.
So have those kids, bro. Give them the attention, give them the love and care, because at the end of the day, that's what it is, man. That's it. So memories.
That's an absolute fact, and it gave me perspective on me myself, like growing up. Like my dad was around as much as he could, but he still had to work at the shipyard. So whenever there'd be times that I don't see my dad for like a month, sometimes 3 months, because he's out on the ship whenever it deploys. But I'm grateful that I'm in a position where I can stay at home and my kids can see me every day. And
Yes.
that's something that I didn't get, and that's a huge impact.
I think that's one of the things that that we have learned the older we done got, as well as something that a big lesson that was learned during this pandemic, is that this shit, when it stops, man, it stops. All you got is family at the end of the day. That's all you
Facts.
really got. You got your kids, you got your old lady, you know what I'm saying? You have your unit. And that time that you spend giving the other sources that don't do shit for you, you know what I'm saying? It's not going to care if anything happens to you. It's something that we all took kind of took charge of. I'm still caught up in the rat race myself, but I'm making moves to get out. You know, I'm still making moves to get out. Like I said, blessings on top of blessings on top of blessings, bitch. You understand me?
Yes, sir.
But you
Yep.
know, you got to play the game while you got to play the game. You know, so you know, I commend you, you know, for starting your business and taking that leap of faith and you know making that happen the way you did. And
Appreciate
say
you, bro.
you've been living life by your own terms for a while now, here, player. You know what I'm saying? So
Man, it's
I
funny
ain't
because
mad
it's
at it,
true.
man.
I
That's a
just,
fact.
I ain't mad
yeah, I
at
was
it.
like, all right, whatever. That's how I'm doing it. All right, all right, cool. It's
I
working.
mean,
So
if you think about where we all came from, right? Like it's progress. Like we all aligned on our own path, you know.
facts,
And
facts. Everybody, listen.
and it
Who
feels good,
else?
like like right, you're going through this journey, and like I know we all have that moment to ourselves, but like you know what, it feels good where I'm at right now. This is exactly
Sometimes I feel
where I'm supposed to
guilty.
be.
I had this conversation before. I feel guilty.
You feel guilty,
I feel like, yeah, I feel like, damn, things shouldn't be this easy for you. What the fuck's going on? When's the bad thing gonna
right?
happen?
Damn.
No, I feel guilty sometimes, bro. And I think that's a part of like
Yeah,
It's
being
like
so
imposter
fucking
syndrome.
yeah. It's like, you've been in a place where it's like chaos is normal. So when you don't have chaos, it's like, oh my God, what the fuck is going on? Oh
peace.
my God, oh my God. But it's also like you've been conditioned so long to be like, you have to be doing this, you have to do this, you have to do
Right,
this. And then when you don't have to do it, it feels weird.
right.
And it still feel weird. Man, this is years. You have to go to school. You have to be on time. You have to get good grades. You have to go to work. You have to go to the
Mhm.
military. You have to pick up this time. You
And
have to
things are
go to drill.
quiet
You
now.
have. It's
It's
like,
quiet. It's like that
fuck.
that saying, like it's quiet.
It's
Too
quiet.
quiet.
It's
Too
too
quiet.
quiet. Exactly.
Right,
So
right.
sometimes I feel guilty. Like, okay, everything's good. Everybody's good, right? All right.
Everyone's
Yeah,
yep.
I could do this all
Things
day.
fluid.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
All right.
Hey,
Cool.
listen.
Yeah, man.
Like Mo, I appreciate you giving us the flowers, but like, hey, listen, you as well, brother. Like, yo, the
Yeah.
journey that you've been going through
Yeah,
and the
man.
leap of faith that you made, yo, that shit is the gall.
Facts.
Like, yeah, man. Like it takes some tough skin to say, you know what, I'm gonna go for it
There's a lot of guts.
and be successful at it too.
Yeah.
Everyone could be like,
I ain't
oh, you
jumped
know
all
what?
the way. I ain't jumped off the porch yet, goddamn it. You know what I'm saying? I'm still playing with
But you
this shit. I'm
gotta
still getting my
I think
feet
I
wet.
think it's talking about
you're
everything in
building a
general, though.
name.
Everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but bro, like I mean, with the leap of faith that you made, you're making a name for yourself. Like people remember who you are. You make people. You're doing your job. You're doing more than what your job
Mhm.
like saying as far as like you could do the bare minimum, but like
Yeah. Don't do too
the,
much, nigga. Might end
the
up in them
fact that
back
you're
rooms.
making an
Hey
impact, the
man,
fact
I ain't fuck that shit. I told you, boy. That Netflix buddy ain't
Don't
worth it. You come with a
don't
dick
do too
pic.
much, nigga. You
Oh,
might end up in no
yeah.
mansion
right,
party.
right,
Hey
right.
man, I
But
saw your comedy thing. You funny. Let me take you
Take that,
shopping.
take that, take that.
Take you
No, God.
shopping.
Anyway,
let me go take you
Yeah.
shopping.
Yeah, you need a new outfit for your special, don't you? Let me take you
no, man.
shopping.
What
Nigga,
size
let a
you
nigga,
in?
let a
Got some
nigga, let a
socks for
nigga
you.
take you shopping, bro. And I
Ain't no
hear
nigga
about it.
taking me
Ooh,
shopping.
Right.
Fuck out of here. Don't take me shopping. Don't even buy me nothing. Fuck that. Let me get your next
that's
drink.
true.
Now I'm cool, bro.
Right.
Thanks for no thanks.
I'm good, man.
It's just a
Anywho,
beautiful thing. It's a beautiful
yeah.
thing to see you know, us go through these transitions in life. And over
Not those
time
kind of transitions, people. The other transitions. We'll talk
right,
about
but
them
like
niggas later.
I knew
going
I
through the
knew at
chapters.
some point.
Pause,
I
pause,
knew at
pause,
some
pause.
point this nigga was gonna say
Woo!
something
No,
Listen,
about
we
them
gotta
no.
wrap
people.
this up, bro.
Yeah, we gotta
I'm
wrap this
sorry.
shit up.
Listen,
Yeah.
we'll do this shit next week.
No,
We'll do this shit next
it's a
week, bro.
beautiful thing seeing us go through our chapters and
Yes,
now we're aligned on our path. And
that's
we're
right.
all we're exactly where we're supposed to be in our journey.
Facts.
And
I believe it.
I love to see it. It's like a movie, and I'm just sitting back watching. Give me the popcorn, and
That's right.
just let the good times roll, man. This is exactly what life is supposed to be like.
And
Facts.
here we are yet again for the
That's right.
third year. Inconsistent and all, bitch, but we back. We one thing you can goddamn depend on is
Listen,
niggas
this
gonna
year's
pop up
been
for the
rough, man.
anniversary.
But yes,
You know?
we're here. We're
So
here.
we back.
Barely.
It felt good. Felt good to do this. I'm glad that we got a chance to do this. It's been a while since we just sat down and actually, chop it up like this.
Facts.
This was a great relief. It was
Release.
just-
Pause.
release, all of that. Stop pausing shit, nigga. This is honest.
I'm
You know what I'm
sorry.
saying? Feel good to the spirit. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Y'all got anything else y'all want to say to these people?
Nah, man. Thanks for tuning in, man. For all those who did ask and were, concerned about where we're at, what we're doing, I do appreciate it on the bottom of my heart. And honestly, it's one of the reasons why I was like, we gotta hop back on, man. We gotta hop back on. A lot of people came forward and asked, like, what's up with the podcast? With the podcast,
Gotta give the
which led me
people
to
what they
believe
want.
y'all may not be looking or watching, but you definitely are listening and observing from a distance. And hey, at the end of the day, love is love, hate is hate. It's still energy being directed towards us. So we're going to do our very best to keep the momentum. I'm not going to make any more promises. I'm just going to go with the flow. But as a person who's as smart as I am, I know consistency is key, and we're going to do our very best to work on that. So that's all I'm going to say. Love you guys for tuning in, and that is all from me.
Well said. Well said.
Anything
Hey,
from you,
listen.
Free?
Hey, I can't even piggyback on what you said, bro. I mean, you hit the nail on the head, but I mean, I appreciate everyone asking about when we're gonna get back on. But as we said, life hits us in various directions, and we're gonna do everything we can to build that consistency back up
Give the people what
and
they want.
give
Yeah.
people what they want.
For real.
So we'll be back. We'll be back, and stay tuned. And until
That's right.
then, take care of yourself. Be in the moment, and just look around and don't be so sheepish, I would say.
He said, "Be woke, bitch." So
Yeah.
for say it how you feel. I'm Mo,
I'm Say.
And I'm Free.
and we appreciate y'all again, man. Y'all be on the lookout. Turn on your notifications. Follow us wherever you got it. Spotify. We still on Apple Music, bitch. iHeartRadio, YouTube, everywhere. Follow us. We on IG, Facebook. We fucks with you. We love you, and we'll see you when we see you.
All right. See you guys.
Peace.
Happy New Year, man.
Happy
fucking
motherfucking New Year 2024 coming with something fire.
Yes, sir.
Facts. We'll
Facts.
see y'all, man. Next year.
Wrangle them.
Next
Next year. Look at that.
Next year.
Always that guy. Always that
Peace.
guy.